Welcome to another video where we talk about random individuals on the internet. And today's individual is 44 Vato. 44 Vato is an American streamer and content creator who covers news, drama, and sometimes gives political takes. Some of his political takes are questionable. Some of you probably best know him for his interview with D. Kane, an infamous TikTok predator. Well, a month ago, he got into controversy for saying and justifying the N-word while covering Kaisen and streamer University drama. Well, this isn't the first time, as today we'll be reacting and debunking his ridiculous takes where he defends and justifies saying the N-word in an interview on the Full Community podcast in a short video 3 years ago. Now, before we begin, just to clarify, I have no interest in politics, but in my future videos, I will be covering people who are all about politics. Now the disclaimer, please do not harass or do any terrible things to this individual because that's not okay. Even if they say or do something that you don't like, that doesn't give you an excuse to go after them. We are adults, so let's act like adults.
How do you feel about all the Latinos who have it out for other Latinos who say the N-word? Older Latinos trip on other Latinos saying the N-word as opposed to just blacks.
I don't understand that, bro. It's not the black people that told me that I couldn't say. It was always the Mexicans. How does that make any sense, bro?
How does that make any sense? Well, I don't know. It seems like they're telling you that you are saying a slur that is used to dehumanize black people because they know what that word means, you dumb fuck. Even without the hard R, it is used as a painful memory that black people faced during slavery. Why do black people say it, you ask? Because they changed the definition by removing the hard R. So when black people say the word, they are calling someone bro, but it only applies when they say it. When a non-black person says it, they're basically saying they dehumanize black people. It's called history, my Bino.
What if it's not about being racist and that they just want you to use another word that represents your race rather than someone else's?
Like what? Like fool?
That's a great one.
Not to say that you should be able to say it.
I don't know, but it sounds like you want us to say it, as later you try to justify it.
If you're a white kid from the suburbs, you shouldn't say that word.
Then what's the difference
You know what I'm
between a
saying?
white kid from the suburbs and you saying it?
I also grew up in Texas, bro. So what do you think that we did in Dallas? We were hanging around black kids.
Guys, I hang around with black people in Texas. I have black friends. Therefore, I can say the N-word all I want. Yeah, you know who also has black friends? Slave masters. Don't believe me? Look at the term house slave.
What if
We're
the white
talking
kids in the suburbs are surrounded by black neighbors?
If there's a white fool and he's hanging around all black kids and they don't have a problem with him, I've already seen it on a bunch of videos.
Notice how he said white kids from the suburbs shouldn't say it. But him being from Dallas, Texas, where black people means he's allowed to say it. As if the state and city and environment has anything to do with it. Bino, I live in the hood and I have hung around black people, but that doesn't mean I'm allowed to say the N-word. And even if they say it. And do you know why? Because I'm not black. After that ridiculous claim, he later changed the white kids from the suburbs claim after being asked what if they are around black people to I see white fools hang around black people on social media, so you know what? Yes, white people from the suburbs that hang around black people can say it. Bino, go back to school and relearn racism towards African Americans. Just because some black people gave you the pass doesn't automatically mean you're allowed to say the N-word. Now I know what you're gonna say. We have freedom of speech. Yes, we do, but that doesn't mean you have freedom from consequences. Your speech will affect how others see you. The government and the law cannot do anything about what you say, but the public will. So don't be surprised when a black person confronts you for saying the N-word and justifying it, my Bino. Also, you do know that some black people can be racist towards their own race, right? Again, look up house slaves.
It's just the social media, bro, that just be saying, oh no, this fool can't say the N-word. They don't be tripping like that.
Yeah, you just heard that right, everyone. After facing backlash for justifying the N-word, he chooses to double down. At that point, I think everybody has every right to call you a racist, Bino. Anyways, that's the entire short. It is ridiculous. All he does is make excuses as well as pull the I have black friends card. As a Hispanic, I am ashamed of him and other young Binos like him. And this fool is in his 20s. Anyways, that's it for the video. I'll see you guys later.